Hello, everybody. Hey, everyone. Looks like I'm in the right place. I see Patty on. Do I sound okay, Patty? Is my screen clear? Am I good to go? Just give it a second for a few people to find me, and we will officially get started. Hello. I can see comments, so that's good. I sound great. I look great. Perfect. Well, we are officially at the top of the hour, so let's go ahead and get started. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Cards by TLC. My name is Tammy Savello, and as you know, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of the San Francisco Bay Area. Hi, Marcy. Thank you. Today is Thursday, August 18th, I believe, and we are streaming live right here on YouTube. So as you're joining me, pop in, say hello. Let me know if you are new to my channel, where you're tuning in from. I would love for you to get a proper welcome. And if you are catching the replay, be sure to put in the hashtag replay. It is 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so that is the live stream time. So if it is after 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Thursday, August 18th, that means you are catching the replay. And just simply put in hashtag replay. I go back and read all my comments and questions. So, as promised, last week I said we're going to be creating a fall project today. And this is our project for today. We're making a simple layout, adorable, cute gnome fall card. I absolutely love these gnomes. I'm obsessed with the gnomes, and they will be making more of a debut throughout the season. But this is our project today. It's been pretty warm here lately, so I am ready for some cooler fall weather. However, our fall months typically get extremely hot Indian summers. So I'm just gonna dive in now while it's warm and just go for it. Go for fall, Halloween, and just get me in the fall mood. It's funny because once my birthday hits at the end of August, I just want to dive in and start decorating my house all fall. But this time I'm actually forcing myself to wait a few weeks before we get back from my niece's wedding at the beginning of September. So today's project, hi Anne, thanks for stopping by. So today's project, we are using part of the Rustic Harvest Suite, and that can actually be found on page 49 in the July to December mini catalog. And we're going to be using the Hello Harvest bundle and this gorgeous Rustic Harvest designer paper. I absolutely love this paper. And as you can see, we're going to be showcasing 3 of these pieces. This pumpkin, the yellow, and then there's just these fall rich yummy colors, and then this green that we're going to be using today. And then of course we're also going to be featuring our little gnome. I used this little guy a few weeks ago. I can't help but keep using him. He's so cute sitting next to things. Oh, and of course, seeing my friend Marcy, absolutely. That's definitely one of the perks of my trip to see my niece get married. But I fell in love with this gnome. He's just so cute. He like sitting next to a pumpkin or sitting in a crate or something like that is so fun. So you will be seeing me use him again, but hopefully maybe I'll incorporate a few of the other gnomes. So that is our project today. And then these dies are amazing. I absolutely love these pumpkin dies because they have this detailed embossed feature on the die itself. Not only does it cut the pieces out, but it also embosses and embeds these detailed work into them, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So that is what we are playing with today. Get this out of our way here, and we will go ahead and get started on our project. Put that away. So as you can see, we have a standard A2 card base, and I did this, typically I do a top fold 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5 1/2 sheet, but I went ahead and I'm doing a standard A2 card, and this one is actually cut at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, right in the half in the middle, scored at 4 1/4, and we're gonna do it top folding, but we're gonna do it this way. So that is in Cajun Craze. And don't worry, all the sizes and dimensions will be on my blog tomorrow at cardsbytlc.com. I forgot to put that out there. And then the die cut pieces are actually glued down to a basic black piece, and this piece is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I absolutely love those dies, Marcy. Aren't they amazing? So that's our panel piece. And then this piece of designer paper, I was so torn. It's like, ooh, do I use that back side or the yellow side? I just went ahead and just did all of like the fall type colors. And this piece is actually cut at 1 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then we have the green piece that goes on here. Let me get this out of the way here. The green piece layers on there just nicely, gives it just a tiny little bit of a border around there, and that is cut at 2 by 3 1/8. And then our pumpkin piece, isn't this paper gorgeous? I mean, you could just put a sentiment right there on the top and it makes a great just fall piece. I'm going to be ordering some more of this paper because I actually fell in love with it. So that is kind of how we did our layering pieces. So let's go ahead and do that before we do any coloring of our gnomes and our top piece. Let's go ahead and just glue this portion down of our card. Is anybody else like a true fall fan? I don't know, probably in the past decade or so, our fall hasn't been a true fall color. We usually, or season, we typically get Indian summer, and it's usually our hottest months of the year in September and October. And it just breaks my heart because I just want leaves and cold weather. And I know, I guess I probably should be living elsewhere than Northern California. However, I love the fall. I am definitely a fall girl. So we're going to be leaving just a hair of a border around the top and the sides, probably like a 1/16 of an inch border, or maybe an 1/8 of an inch border. Marcy, you love fall, a favorite season. You could decorate for fall year round. Same. And I'm so jealous. Fall in New England with the colors, it's absolutely breathtaking. I have friends that live in the East Coast and really send some amazing pictures of their fall leaves and stuff like that. Now, we live near the Sierras, so we do get some beautiful foliage in our area, but it's not quite the same. And we do have a Japanese maple outside our front that is absolutely breathtaking, and I love taking pictures of that tree every year because that gives us the true fall colors. But you're gonna have to hold me down on wanting to decorate before we leave for my niece's wedding. Okay, so let's go ahead, those pieces are done. Let's go ahead and adhere this to our card base. Now this layout is quite simple and you can use any designer paper you want on this. You could do a black and white theme. I might even be playing with that later. I have to do some more different samples of it. So there is that. And then we have our other pieces. We have our stylish shape, our circle stylish shape dies. It's the largest one, and I cut that out in vellum. Then we have our pumpkin and our pieces to our pumpkin and our gnome, and then our little green swirly guys. So let's go ahead and, before we do our pumpkin, let's go ahead and color our gnome. Let me get in a piece of scratch paper in here. Let's see. Do I have one nearby? Yeah. Let's just go ahead and put this little piece of scratch paper so if when I color it doesn't go through on my pieces. Now our gnome, we have his hat, and I have his hat colored in dark crumb cake, and then of course I brought in our color lifter to give it that rustic little look. So let's go ahead and color in his hat. Let's use the bigger end here so it gets, that way we're not sitting here all day. When I color, I just kind of sometimes just want to haphazardly get the color just out on the paper. Let's do his little brim. Okay, there's his hat. And then we're going to come in with this color lifter and just kind of brush to get that white rustic look. Once it dries, you'll see that white, like beat up rustic look. Now his mittens I have in light crumb cake. So let's go ahead and color his little mittens. And then his face is in our neutral tones, and I am using 900, which is the second to the lightest of the neutrals. Okay, and then we're going to come in with, I believe it's light gray granite, and do his beard. And I just kind of go along his little swirlies in his beard. I don't color the whole thing, so it just kind of gives it just more of a washed out look. You still see the white in there. So his shirt, I thought I would do the light Cajun craze to match the card base. And then I believe I have it light mossy meadow for his pants. And then I'm also going to bring that color lifter into his shirt as well. Does anybody have a favorite fall color combo? This is pretty close to one of my favorite fall color combos. And this is light mossy meadow. His little pants. And then I have another neutral, which is about mid-range in darkness, the 600 in the neutrals for his for his shoes. And then our coloring pretty much be over with. Let's come in back with our color lifter. Just kind of smudge up his clothes. And there we go. Now let's go ahead and start building our pumpkin. And like I said, this detailed in the pumpkin, you have 2 pieces to create the pumpkin. And then you just layer it on top of each other. Now before I layer that and glue them down, I'm going to come in with my my sponge dauber. Couldn't think of the word. Words are hard. In the pumpkin pie, and just kind of give it some shading around the edges. Now, if you don't have your sponge dauber, you can use a sponge. You can use your blending brushes, whatever you have on hand. A kitchen sponge even works. So just come in and rough up those edges. Marcy loves orange and yellow. You love this color combo too? I do too. Just screams fall. Yeah, it's funny because I'm non-traditional on Christmas colors, but I'm more traditional for fall colors. Kind of crazy. There we go. And then before I glue those down, I'm going to come in and do the same thing for my stem and crumb cake. And then you guys will be choosing what shade of green I have in the swirlies. Originally, when I created this, I just thought just did the pumpkin itself before I even did the layout. So I decided to also cut out Mossy Meadow in the little swirlies, so you guys can choose which green looks better. There we go. That is done for our rustic, and we can go ahead and start piecing together our pumpkin. So what you're going to want to do is make sure that it's going to kind of come off of the edge right here and off of the edge right there. So you're just going to kind of want to avoid gluing down the very tips of the pumpkin so it doesn't mess up your project, because you'll still be adding some more glue, but it's easier to avoid the very edge of that. Go. We're going to come in with our stem, and there's a little portion like this bottom half right here. That's the part you're going to put your glue on. It was your color palette as a kid? How funny. Mine, I think, was yellow. And you love pumpkin pie, rich raspberry, old olive, crushed curry, cherry cobbler. Yeah, those are great fall colors too. I would say my bedroom was a daffodil delight color. Okay. Go ahead and, for some reason my little circle is curling up here. And before we glue him down, let's go ahead and put our little swirlies on. So which one? I have Granny Apple Green, or I have the Mossy Meadow. Here is the Mossy Meadow. And it kind of blends with the paper more. So do you like the Mossy Meadow, or do you like the original Granny Apple Green? And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and glue my pumpkin down to my circles while you guys vote. So I'll put the Mossy Meadow on the top so you can see it. Mossy Meadow, Karen says. Marcy says Mossy. It looks like that might be our winner. Yeah, after I did that green, I was like, this doesn't really quite match. So let's go with the Mossy Meadow. And I've already cut these out on our adhesive sheets because these are very fine detailed pieces. So obviously the adhesive sheets will glue on better. So we will go ahead and put our little swirly down there. Yeah, I like the Mossy Meadow much better. Patty says both. Huh. Wondering what that would look like. Let's go ahead and pull this down. So this is both, Patty. Do you guys like both, or both Mossy Meadow? Or Patty, are you just saying that you like both of them, both of the colors? I'm gonna put the gnome down first, and then you guys can decide whether I continue on with Mossy Meadow or bring in the Granny Apple, or do kind of like that. That almost gives it like a Cinderella vibe. Go ahead. Patty going rogue as always. Oh, the 3 vines. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the 3 vines. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. That's kind of fun. There is a smaller vine, but I did not cut that out. So we're just going to go with the longer ones. Or we can just kind of trim these off at the very tip. There we go. There we go, kind of like that. Isn't that one fun? So we're going to go ahead and glue this down, and we will avoid this outer part and just glue where the images are at. go. And then we have the Hello from the Harvest Hello stamp set. So I thought the Hello was cute. So we're going to go ahead and just stamp that on some basic white in Memento black ink and just trim that literally around the edges. It does give it a Cinderella vibe, 100%. You want a hot pretzel now? I'm gonna do it this way. And then we'll bring in our trimmer and trim this bad boy up a little bit. Right up to the edge. Go. Almost had an accident there. Saw that it was going to cut off the O and hello, and that would have been a disaster. There we go. Great, Patty. Now I want a hot pretzel. We're going to come in with some Stampin' Dimensionals and pop these puppies up. And then we will finish up the inside and our card will be done. And what did I just do? There it is. I'm like, what did I just do with my hello? There we go. Now, originally, I wanted to use the Amber Gem combo in this, but I don't have them yet. They are on their way. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Rustic Metallic gems to put some embellishments on our card. And go with our, oops. Come on. There we go. I'm going to put them on the vellum so it kind of stands out more. There we go. There's the top, and then let's go ahead and finish up the inside. Now I kept the inside blank, so you could just put in any message that you want. So let's go ahead and just glue it. This is a 3/4 by 5 1/4 inch strip. Let's go ahead and adhere that down. See, look at the other side. Isn't that fun? Love this paper. And then glue this on the inside and our project will be done. Quick and simple today, guys. There we go. What do you think? Do you like it? It really is a nice touch. I always really try to do something on the inside, whether if I stamp something in the corner, but it's a great way to use up your scraps and your strips. Like if you have it even on this side, you can keep it like that or put the strip along this side, whichever. I always like to put a coordinating piece on the inside, so I use up my scraps. I try to use as much designer paper as I possibly can. Apple cider and apple donut, and now I want to go to Apple Hill. We have this place in the Sierra Mountains called Apple Hill that they do everything apples, and I absolutely am going up there again this year, so we're going to do that. So there's our projects for today. I hope you like it. I love this. This is so cute. I love the triple little swirly things along the pumpkin. So now remember, all sizes and dimensions will be, for today's project, will be on my blog tomorrow at cardsbytlc.com. And if you have not yet subscribed to my blog or newsletter, please be sure to go to cardsbytlc.com and do so. Because as I mentioned in the past videos, it is my birthday month and we have one more week of giveaways. So my final giveaway starts next Monday for a $50 purchase or more. And it just may or may not be something that I just showed you in the sweets. So again, all products I use today will be along in the description box below, as well as the blog. And if you enjoyed today's project, I would absolutely love for you to click the like button. It helps me get my videos out and growing my channel. And if you know of anybody who would like my projects, please feel free to share my YouTube channel and my videos with them. It helps me grow my channels. Each week I see progress, and I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to my YouTube channel. Again, thank you so much for joining me this week. I will see you all next week, next Thursday. It'll be the day before my birthday. So I may do a birthday card for next week. We'll have to see how that works out. But I hope you all have the wonderful rest of your day and the rest of your week, and have a fabulous weekend. Have a great day, guys. Bye.